Hey guys, what's going on? It's your girl L Danielle, aka LaCourtney Maddox, aka Mrs. Maddox Motivations, coming at you again from my home office where I'm currently chilling. And I've gone out and had some lunch, got some coffee, a latte, feeling fancy. So I'm back to continue with the series of um current videos that I believe you will find helpful. Hopefully you'll find it helpful. If not, maybe somebody else will find it helpful. Who knows? But anywho, so I'm going to practice not doing that. The last video we were discussing expectations versus reality and how that causes stress. When the things we expect, the things we see in our minds do not line up, or I should say our reality is not lining up with the things that we envision, right? So that causes a lot of stress, significant stress, anxiety, all kinds of like craziness and all these emotions and just stuff, right? So how do we manage that? Like if I expected things to go a certain way and they're not going that way, my world is just feeling all kinds of crazy, right? So how do I regulate my emotions, work through those things, and get to a place where I can tolerate what's going on and it not affect what I have going on? Well, this video is going to be about radical acceptance. Radical acceptance. Radical acceptance, aka the truth, the facts, nothing but the facts. Okay, so the thing about radical acceptance is that it's really cool in that it is what it is. The facts are the facts. And guess what? Facts do not care about your feelings. They don't. There's no judgment. There's no none of that. It simply is what it is. And so a lot of times if we go back to expectations versus reality and how we get caught up in this stress cycle, it's because we are not accepting what is, right? We are resisting our reality. We're resisting whatever's going on and it's causing us so much anxiety. So, radical acceptance, it simply says that we are to accept things as they are. Say, for example, you have this whole cookout planned. You're like, oh, I'm going to do this. We're going to have this. It's going to be outside. We're going to have balloons and cake and streamers and all kinds of things and stuff and fun, right? And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this whole entire monsoon of a storm decides to come through and just make it impossible, right? And you had no backup plans. You didn't anticipate this storm coming because it's like, okay, it's sunny. We checked the weather and everything is it's supposed to be sunny. Okay, well, just because something's supposed to be doesn't mean that's what is happening or that's what is, right? So if it's supposed to be sunny, but it's a downpour, like an entire deluge going on your party, then what can you do about that? Well, it was supposed to be sunny, okay, but it's not. But I was supposed to have my event outside. Okay, I mean, you still can. You're just going to get wet. But it was supposed to be everything I envisioned in my mind. And it's not. Reality versus expectations. Expectations versus reality. And the facts do not care about your feelings. Radical acceptance is simply saying it is what it is. Things happen, things are what they are. So what are you going to do about it? I'm going to cry and I'm going to be hurt about it and upset. Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. But is that going to change what is happening? No, it's not. So radical acceptance calls on you to gather up all of your courage, all of your strength, all of your, that good juice, that good motivating juice, and to push forward and persevere despite your unmet expectations because your feelings are not going to change anything at all. So the sooner you can grasp this concept and really start practicing with accepting things as they are, the easier it is for you to start getting in the habit of learning how to regulate your emotion through distress tolerance. Distress tolerance simply is saying how you tolerate things that are stressful. So another example would be you're driving down the road and somebody cuts you off. Okay, we can cuss them out and do all these things. F you, this is mine, and run. It can make you feel away. Believe you me, I know how that feels, right? But if you take a step back, look at it from an objective standpoint, simply the facts, not subjective, which is your feelings, is open to interpretation, but just the facts. You're driving on a public road with other drivers. You don't own the road. You're driving and they're driving and they just happen to get in front of you at probably the last minute or whatever it is, right? Okay, and radical acceptance says it is what it is. Okay, this person cut you off. You could say they cut you off. You could say they quickly merged in front of you, you know. You could say it however you want to say it. The reality is you were here, this person was here, and now they're here. And so, not saying it's right or wrong either way, right? Radical acceptance simply wants you to acknowledge what is happening, what has happened. This person got in front of me. I didn't like it. And so, as you continue again to practice these things, you'll start to remove the emotion from what's going on. Take that emotion out of it and just see things for what they are. Then you can not feel so emotionally burdened with judgment, like this must mean this and it must mean that. Well, things only mean whatever meaning you assign to it. It's not it simply I'm getting caught up over my words. Things are what they are. Whatever it means to you is the meaning that you assign. So perhaps after you've taken a step back, you've looked at things, you're starting to, become aware and reflect and see things as they are. Now you can start to reframe how you view situations, and you can also begin to um, look at the meanings that you assign things. So going back to that same example, someone cuts you off. Oh, well, bless them, maybe they have somewhere they need to get to. Keep them safe. Keep everybody else safe, right? Maybe there's something going on with them. We don't know. So instead of complaining or, like verbalizing our frustration, which we can, not saying you can't do those things. I'm just simply trying to communicate to you all how radical acceptance allows you to take the feeling out of it, take the emotion out of it, and just see things for what they are. That way you can learn how to strengthen this part. You don't become so reactive to things. You respond. There's a difference between reacting and responding. And so as you increase your awareness and you practice acceptance, radical acceptance, and increasing your awareness, you begin to regulate your emotion. We'll dig more into these topics. So I hope this was enjoyable for you. I am LaCourtney Maddox. I am a licensed clinical social worker in California and in South Carolina. I provide online teletherapy. For those of you who may be interested, I do offer free consultations. Feel free to visit my website, maddoxmotivations.com, or you can email me, maddoxmotivations@gmail.com, LaCourtney@maddoxmotivations.com, and let's see what else is up there. If you have any other topics you would like to hear about, things you have questions about, feel free to drop it in the comments. I'll be sure to respond to that. And I hope all is well, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Take care.